to say, you say properly.
I've had some background on what we hope to discuss and achieve through this platform with Mr. Hariharan, but if there are some thoughts that have already been discussed, please bear with me. I think we have two categories to grapple with. One is, what do we want to achieve in a general sense? Specifically, who are the stakeholders in what we want to achieve? And lastly, how we want to achieve that. And I would place a fair amount of emphasis on who the stakeholders are, because that will give us idea of what we can do today and then better in 5 years or 6 years. It's my view that there is no perfect society, and there was no golden age, and there will be no golden age. It is what you make it out to be and what you strive to make it to be at each stage in time. And we are fortunate that we have a system of checks and balances in India which is perhaps traceable right back to Nehru, which you started out with, sir. If we had had a very powerful leader in the beginning, the system would have been leader-centric. And now sort of taking that to the nail, we should, I feel, try and empower these. I would identify three stakeholders as categories. I mean, please feel free to add. One is, of course, the actual leadership, the Prime Minister, the ministers, the Chief Minister, the politicians who are in paper leading us. The other is bureaucrats and other decision makers. It could be heads of industry, the head of medical professions, etc., who are also leading society the way we think and what we have. But the last and equally important is the civil society. It's what we demand that we get. And I feel that if we are making an initiative, there have probably been other efforts and attempts to inculcate good governance ideals and leadership in India in the past. And I feel that there's a vacuum in actually riding on the I don't see any significant effort riding on the shoulders of other attempts. And so one of the things that I would suggest is that of all the many educational institutions around, we should try and deliver a module to every single student who's willing to sit in that class. Not for an exam, not for attendance. Yes, we can train the person who is aspiring to be an IAS officer to be an even better IAS officer with a module separate. But I think a great canvas can be developed if we deliver a module to all those interested in one college of each stream in the city of Madras to begin with.